Question number 11. Solve for x in 3x minus 8 is equal to 13. Is it A, 5, B, 7, C, 9, or D, 11? I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Alright, math learners, this is another way of solving the value of x. Okay, so how do we do this? Of course, in order to isolate the value x in one side of the equation, we need to transpose our minus 8, becoming, of course, that will become positive or plus 8. So this will become plus 8 here in the right side of the equation. Now, this is not yet finished because our x here has a 3 beside it and we need to divide it by 3. So what we do is we first simplify first. 13 plus 8, that is 21. And then we divide both sides by 3 because we need to eliminate this one. We need to cancel it. So we have x is equal to 21 divided by 3. The answer is 7. So therefore, letter B is our correct answer. Let's check whether we are correct, my dear math learners. All right.
Easy, right?
Very easy, my dear math learners. So now let us go to question 12. Translate the product of a number and 8 is 32 into an equation. Is it A, x plus 8 is equal to 32? B, x minus 8 is equal to 32? C, 8x is equal to 32? Or letter D, x over 8 is equal to 32? I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Alright, my dear math learners, so as you can see, among the 4 choices, they use the fundamental operations in mathematics, the addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Now, in our verbal phrase, it says here, the product of a number and 8. So, our number represents the value of x. Okay, so when we say product, it means it is the result of a multiplication. Okay, so therefore, the correct answer for this given problem is letter C. Alright.
Easy, right?
Very easy, my dear math learners. So now let us go to question number 13. Solve for x in x over 4 is equal to 7. Is it A, 21, B, 24, C, 28, or D, 32? I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, my dear math learners, this is the same way in solving earlier in our question. So how do we solve for the value of x? You just write it, x over 4 is equal to 7. And then, of course, 7 as a whole number has an invisible over 1 as its denominator. And you just apply the cross multiplication. So x times 1, that would give you x. 4 times 7, that is 28. So the final answer would be 28. Letter C. Let's check whether we are correct.
Easy, right?
Very easy, my dear math learners. So now let us go to question number 14. Write 0.000056 in scientific notation. Okay, of course, that is now how we read this number, okay? Because we can apply the correct placement of decimals. So this is tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s, 100,000s, and then millions. So this is 56 millionths. All right. Now, is it A, 5.6 times 10 to the negative 4 power, B, 5.6 times 10 to the negative 5 power, C, 5.6 times 10 to the negative 6 power, or D, 5.6 times 10 to the negative 7 power? I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Alright, my dear math learners, in the context of scientific notation, always remember that when you are writing the significant number of your scientific notation, the value must always be from 1 up to 9 only. Alright, so it will never be more than 9, or it will never come up to 10, or it will never be less than 1. Okay, so given we have here this number, so we need to be arriving in this part, 5.6, because if we arrive here, that will become 56. If we arrive before the 5, that will become 0.56. That is less than 1. Okay, so we should be in the middle of 5 and 6. So that is 5.6. So now, how many movement is that? So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So therefore, that is 5 movements. So that is 10 to the power of 5. But since this is a small number, this is a decimal numbers, then we will be using the negative exponent. So that would be 5.6 times 10 to the negative 5th power. All right, that is letter B. Let's check whether we are correct. All right.
Easy, right?
Very easy, my dear math learners. So I hope you got that one. Now, let us go to question number 15. Question number 15. Given the following bar model, so this is the bar model, the value of x is blank. Is it A, 3, B, 4, C, 6, or D, 9? I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Alright, my dear math learners, as you can see in our bar model, the 2x here has an equivalent of 6, right? So, what would be the value of 1x? Okay, so if 2x is equal to 6, then 1x would be half of that. So, the correct answer is letter, very good, letter A. Alright.
Easy, right?
Very easy, my dear math learners. So now let us go to question number 16. Write 0.00078 in scientific notation, or this is tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s, hundreds, thousands. So that is 78 hundreds, thousands. Okay, in scientific notation. Is it A, 7.8 times 10 to the negative 3 power? B, 7.8 times 10 to the negative 4th power? C, 7.8 times 10 to the negative 5th power? Or D, 7.8 times 10 to the negative 6th power. I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, my dear math learners, we just apply what we have learned earlier. So what we need to do is we will move our decimal up to the middle of 7 and 8 here. All right, so what we need to do is 1, 2, 3, 4. So that would be times 10 to the negative 4th power. So 7.8 times 10 to the negative 4th power. That is letter B. Let's check whether we are correct. All right.
Easy, right?
Very easy, my dear math learners. So now let us go to question number 17. Write 8.3 times 10 to the 5th power in standard form. Is it A, 83,000, B, 830,000, C, 8,300,000, or D, 83 million? I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Alright, my dear math learners, so how do we do this? Now, if we are talking about positive exponent, what we need to do is we move to the right. Alright, so if we have here 8.3, okay, let me just show you this one. So if we have 8.3, then if we have 10 to the 5th power, it means that we will be moving 5 units to the right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So this will be our new decimal point. And the spaces that we did will be added with 0. So 1, 2, 3, 4, giving us, alright, so that is 830,000. Alright, so letter B is the correct answer. Let us check whether we are correct. Alright.
Easy, right?
Very easy, my dear math learners. So now let us go to question number 18. Question number 18. Multiply 5 times 10 to the 3rd power times the quantity 3 times 10 to the 4th power. Is it A, 8 times 10 to the 7th power, B, 15 times 10 to the 7th power, C, 1.5 times 10 to the 7th power, or D, 1.5 times 10 to the 8th power? I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Alright, my dear math learners, so how do we multiply numbers in scientific notation? So when you multiply numbers in scientific notation, my dear math learners, the rule is very easy. You just multiply the numbers here, the significant numbers, automatically. So 5 times 3, that would be 15. And then what will happen to our powers? So this is 10 cubed, okay? And this is 10 to the 4th power. So what we need to do is we just add the exponents. Alright, when we multiply, remember this one. So you just add the exponents. So that would be 10 to the 7th power. So as you can see, this is the correct answer, right? However, do not ever forget the rule in writing scientific notation that your significant number must not be greater than 9, or it must not have become 10 above or 1 below. So therefore, this 15 here is not yet the final answer. The decimal should be in the middle. It should be 1.5. Now, if that is the case, since in the original answer, the decimal is right here, we will be moving to the left side, right? So that will add one more power to our here. Okay, so giving us 1.5 times 10 to the 8 power. So the correct answer, my dear math learners, is letter D. Let's check whether we are correct.
Easy, right?
Very easy, my dear math learners. So I hope you got that very important detail. Now, let us go to question number 19. Divide 6 times 10 to the 10th power by 3 times 10 to the 5th power. Okay, is it A, 2 times 10 to the 5th power, B, 2 times 10 to the 15th power, C, 3 times 10 to the 5th power, or D, 2 times 10 to the negative 5th power? I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, my dear math learners, earlier we have discussed how to multiply scientific notation. Now, the rule in dividing scientific notation also has an opposite way. So when you divide scientific notations, now what you need to do is you just divide the numbers directly. Okay, so 6 divided by 3, that is 2. All right, that is 2. Now, what will happen to your powers? Okay, so this one. So earlier in multiplication, we are adding the powers. Right now, in division, we will be subtracting the power. So since this is 10 and this is 5 to the 10th power and to the 5th power, then that would be 10 minus 5. So that will give us 10 to the power of 5 because 10 minus 5 is 5. All right. So the final answer would be 2 times 10 to the power of 5 or to the 5th power. All right, letter A. Let's check whether we are correct. All right.
Easy, right?
Very easy, my dear math learners. So now let us go to question number 20. Question number 20. Add the scientific notation 3.6 times 10 to the 4th power plus 2.4 times 10 to the 4th power. Is it A, 6 times 10 to the 4th power, B, 6 times 10 to the 8th power, C, 1.2 times 10 to the 4th power, or D, 8.64 times 10 to the 8th power? All right, I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, my dear math learners, in adding scientific notation, now, there is a rule here. In adding scientific notation, you must have the same powers. Okay, so since in our given here, we have the same powers, 10 to the 4th power and 10 to the 4th power. If that is the case, you can immediately add your significant numbers. So 3.6 plus 2.4, that would give you 6.0. Okay? Now, what will happen to your power? Now, since the power is the same, all right, this is 10 to the 4th and 10 to the 4th, then what you need to do is you don't need to add, you don't need to subtract, but you just copy. Okay, 10 to the 4th power. So that will become letter A. All right, let's check whether we are correct. All right.
Easy, right?
Very easy, my dear math learners. So I hope you now remember the rule in adding, subtracting, multiplying, and dividing scientific notation. Now, let us go to the next part of our reviewer series. But of course, I'd just like to congratulate you because you already finished halfway of our reviewer series. And please click that subscribe button if you haven't done so because it will help our channel grow and being shared to other students like you. All right, let's go to question number 21.